Okay, YouTube fans, this is my quick little mini thoughts and impressions following the review, because I haven't completed the game yet, but I'm into it. This is a solid, in a good way, action, open world action adventure RPG. It's filthy casuals out there. This is right up the street for people who are on the fence about buying this game because they think it was too much going to be like a Souls game. It's not. It's like a hybrid. It's got all the open world aspect, fetch quests, things like that, like Assassin's Creed. Got the good combat system of games like Ronin and Ronin, was made by the same developers, but it's not as, what should I say, unforgiving as a Souls game, where, I mean, if you die, the save point to come back to, there's auto save on you to a point. So it's a bit of a mishmash. It's taken what works of all the games, I think, and it's a good game. So it's enjoyable as you can get into it. It's not as unforgiving as Souls, so you can get around the world. You know what I mean? Run into a boss in area, you die. You know, if you die, it's for your own stupidity. Once you learn the combat system, this is where a lot of filthy casuals will be a bit. But once you learn it, and it doesn't take long to learn, because I'm not in fact one to really complicated combat systems. You know what I mean? They do my head in. But it's like a flow. Once you learn how to counter spark and you know how to use your dodge, and you know how to use your parry and your counter spark as well, which I only picked up a few hours ago. Once you get that down, it's got a good flow to it. You just kick ass. You know what I mean? It's not a steep learning curve. It's just putting the time in, put a couple of hours in. And it's like a light switch goes off in your head. It's like, oh, that's what it is. That's how we do it. Oh, right, I'll parry. Watch my stamina. It's all about watching the stamina bar. Because stamina bar, when you're using your parry, you're using your counter spark, drops your stamina. And obviously, your stamina goes right down, then you're fucked. So, keeping your stamina up, which this game gives you a counter device, which is called the blade flash. So you're hammering away, you can attack people, you can blade flash, which replenishes your stamina so slightly. It's knowing when to strike and when to evade and when to parry, when to attack. I don't think I'm trying to make it too complicated, but it's getting the flow. And if you get into the flow of killing, of attacking, and blade flashing to keep stamina up, you can get the kills in. Otherwise, just wait for the person to do their animations, do their attacks, learn the pattern slightly. You know, a guy could be slashing 3 times, so if you try to go into him when he's only slashed once, you're going to get a chance that you're going to get it unless you block, because he's got a 3-slash combo. So it's like learning the concept. Alright, he does three strikes, I'll just parry him for 3 and maybe put a dodge parry on it, and then I'll attack him. And then while I'm attacking him, I'll keep my stamina up, keep my flow of attacks going, and you'll kick his ass. It sounds a bit in depth, but that's the best way I can explain it. But it is. Once you get the flow, once you learn it, it's a piece of piss. Here's an example now. Look, got this guy. He's coming at me. Look, see his stamina goes on. Attack. Blade flash. Keep the stamina back up. Good, dude. See? He's fucking gone. He's to the cleaners. Fire, stunning, flow going. No, let's get that tongue going. Good night. People who don't like hurting dogs, they're not going into this game. This is a violent game anyway, so if you're not in the mines, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be in the game. There you go, bro. There's the money. But yeah, it took me like, a beat. But it's like one of those things when you're playing it, you just, oh, that's the combo, oh, that's that way, oh, but now you're all flat. So that's what this game is, man. So, graphically, a lot of people whinging about the graphics. I think they're fine. Are they next level? No, but I think they've had to sacrifice fidelity for the combat and the FPS to make it more flashy and fast and using all these elemental skills. I think the graphics look great, but this is made by Team Ninja and all the games look the same, and I think they're fine. That boat over there looks shit. When you're in your area, the grass is moving, people are doing things. It's passable, plausible. Is it next gen? No, but I think they put all the detail into the character. I mean, the detail on it is amazing. The customization you get on this game is amazing. Battle scars on his face. Some sort of fragments. Customization, it's one of the best I've seen in this game. You collect all these different suits and swords. You can have all different. This is how I dress my guy, but you can dress him in traditional Japanese clothing, you can dress him in military clothing, British clothing, Western clothing, American type things, you know what I mean? French clothing. Same with your horse, you can have different mounts for your horse. Combat's great, and you can create your face, your character. You can have blonde hair, purple hair, blue eyes, one blue eye, one red eye. It goes on and on and on. Guys. People like customizing their characters to make them feel like it's them. So, alter the nose and all that. It's up there with like Mass Effect. So it's one of the best customizations I've seen in the game. Yes, it's an RPG. So everything's stat based, but go around the world collecting things, doing errands to get points, so you can customize to get better upgrades. But you find so much stuff in the world. I haven't bought anything much. I just gone wandering the world, collecting chests, and they unlock good gear. Like with most RPGs, try and unlock chests a little bit later in the game so that you'll have better levels. But you can also upgrade the levels to your level, but that costs money. But again, I think it's a waste of time. It's more, you find a 200 weapon and you've got a 1 weapon, you pick up the 200 weapon and you're good for a few hours, you know what I mean? You don't need to go back. Again, you can customize your sword stuff to look how you want. It's different weapons, man. You got swords, staffs, long swords, broad swords, fast fencing swords. It's loads. Customization is phenomenal. Chef's kiss. Again, the graphics, they're not the best in the world. It looks pretty basic down here, but again, the combat system more makes up for that. It's just, I'm not a big stickler about having it be 100% photorealistic, like, you know what I mean? Gameplay is always first and foremost for me, and the fighting gameplay in this game, and the stealth mechanics going on in this game. The kill animations are so on point that, worrying about what a fucking tree looks photorealistic at last. Last on the list, you know what I mean? Way down there. So anyway, I like Souls games where you the game is kind of linear in a way. You're following the story and go along, right? But you can go off in this big world and look for chests, and, so the looter people caters for them. I'm not a big looter fan. Like if I got a weapon that's high level enough and gets me to kick their ass, I pretty much stick with it. Little tip for most people playing this game, think about playing it, find a weapon that you like to use and just stick, use your resources to make that weapon more powerful, and just learn the skills and learn the moves of said weapon. Become a master of it, and you'll have more fun. And then once you've done that, then maybe learn another weapon. A little tip is to master one weapon or one style, past one or two, like, you know, like a long range weapon like a spear and like a short range weapon like a katana. So you've got a bit of, to master two of them and you're pretty much hard. But I always stay with my sword. Very rare I use my spear. I just prefer using a katana. But yeah. So yeah, you get set in the Edo period of Japan, Feudal Japan, the war going on with the shogunate. Story's okay. Nothing to write home about, but it's interesting enough. Try to base it all in facts, so unlike the teenager games, you haven't got no monsters running around the world. It's all humans and animals. You got some giant pigs and boars, and that's about as much as it. Which I don't mind. And for what this game is, does the job. A lot of people compare it to Rise of the Ghost of Tsushima, sorry, Rise of the Ronin, that's what this game is. And I get why they compare it, because they're both open world samurai games set in the same, around about the same period, but they are different entirely because of the combat systems that they use. Ghost of Tsushima, I would say, is more like Gods of War type version of these two, and like this Rise of the Ronin is a looter slash RPG tactical fighting game with it. In Ghost of Tsushima, you just hack and slash basically, and then you just do some fancy moves to kill them off. In this game, you've got to be tactical. You've got the flashy moves to do it all, but you've got stamina, and you've got to counter and evade and parry when you're fighting people. So it's got a bit more of a tactical element to it. When you're going into the fights, you've got to learn attack patterns, so you've got to get down to the doors, but also the enemies. It's like paper, scissors, rock, basically. That's the best way to say it. You know, if you're fighting a guy and he's doing rock and you're doing paper, you're going to beat them if you win. Yeah. So yeah, you've got different stances to counter their stances, and they got little gauges, so they'll tell you if your stance is blue and his is red. It means that you're going to do less damage to him, he's going to do more damage to you. But if yours is blue, you turn his to matches, you'll be greater. And if his like white is neutral, if his red is under. So if you're fighting on red, it's going to take longer to kill him. If you fight him with blue, you're going to kill him quicker. So you know, once you learn the system, it's taking 5 minutes. And maybe a lot of people casual get a bit overwhelmed by it. You know, see that guy's red now. So if I change the blue now. See how quick I took him out, because I've stunned him, knocked his stamina down, got a high level kill on him. See what he's going to do. See if I change it down to lower level up, it's faster, move faster stance, but I'm not going to do as much damage. Go back up to there. Yeah. It's just really flashy combat, man. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps your adrenaline pumping. I fucking love that shit. That feeling that you get from Souls games where you haven't got over that, oh my god, if I die his gate, I've got to go all the way back a mile down that fucking road shit. But when you're in combat, it's engaging. Adrenaline. What's this guy doing? What's he doing? Yeah. Good night. Fuck me. What up? Satisfied. Shake the blood off. Clean your swords here before you sheath it. Yeah, you go through a lot. You've got your missions, very Assassin's Creed checklisty, different levels. So, you know, this game is a level gated system. You know, so if you go level 1, you're going into level 100, you're going to get whooped. But, you know, if you can learn the skills, it can be done. It's just hard. So, filthy casuals, just work your way up the levels to your levels. Maybe go 1 or 2 above. more experienced players of these types of games, you can just go in on a higher level, just take your time and wither them down. But I don't like to be too high up because I just think it feels more bullet spongy then, you know what I mean? I'd rather, I know my movies are going to do some damage instead of hacking a guy for like a friggin' hour. I'd rather be close to his level, or maybe one or two below, or get in, find that sweet spot. Like I said, different equipment, sub weapons, different pistols. You got stealth. You got bow and arrow for long range, pistols short range, different armors with different stats. And you got a skill tree, so you can better up your fighting style. Added buffs like collecting more coin, collecting more materials, bargaining with people to get better answers to things that's going to progress in the story. Different your combat styles, so I think it's like there's about four, one, two, three, four, five. I think it's 5 different combat styles. So basically, it's a bit like Oni. You got your high, low, and medium stance, and then you got additional, which is Shinobi, which is like a ninja stance, for more stealth. And then you got different weapons. Like you got your staffs, your paid swords. The only sword you sabers is just whatever suits your style, and then all the animations on the guy are unique with them. Like it's just really cool, man. You can even fight barehanded if you wanted to. Broadswords. This oxtail bit is quite cool. But like I said, I like to use the katana, but like the next character when I play through this, I'll use the oxtail. Yeah. You got bonds as well in this game. So you meet up with people in the world, you team up with them, so you can go fight a boss together. Sometimes you don't have to, but if you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself. Apparently, there's a co-op in the world, which sort of a bond system similar to a co-op. If you don't want to use a bond person, you can get somebody to come in the world and help you. If you're fighting on harder difficulty settings, which is good, which is cool. But you got broken into pro anti-shogunate and pro shogunate, so you can either side with the one or the other, but you can end up picking them all. It just gives you branches off the story in a shogunate way or in the anti-shogunate way, but that's the only downside is the story still ends on the same type of thing, regardless of who we go with, so it doesn't really matter, which is a bit silly. I think they're going for authenticity, so they're following what actually happened in Japanese timeline. So, for instance, if you go on anti-shogunate and you got to fight the person, but he doesn't die at that time, a specific moment in time in Japanese history, then he just surrenders. And then if you go in the other way, you got to, and he's past the time, this time you got to kill him then because he died from that point on. So it's a bit silly, If they're gonna do it like this, they should just left it pick just being the one, and that's it. But I think they're trying to give you. I think it's more for more replay value. Play the game all anti-shogunate, and then play it all pro shogunate. At the moment, I'm playing anti-shogunate. Like the establishment, I want to be a rebel. But then because I've been playing it long enough, I just jump between the two, so I'm not really caring. You know what I mean? But I think it's more for replay value, playing one way than playing another. I just mix in between the two. Yeah, you got your encyclopedia that gives you everything on everybody, all our usual database stuff. Again, very Assassin's Creed. You can go into your systems, like customize your controls a bit, remap settings, FPS or fidelity, FPS all the way. There's not much difference in fidelity and performance really. Obviously with performance you'd have 60 instead of 30, so I play all my games on, because once you got to 60 FPS, dropping back down to 30 just sucks. So map's quite big. This looks small, but there's different maps in different parts of the country. I'm in a certain area of Japan at the moment. Then you go to another one and another one, but they get on different screens depending where you are in the story. And then you've got to go back to a point, and then you get on a boat, go to another map, and another map will load up. So at the moment I'm in this map, doing this. Again, very Assassin's Creed, fast travel points, temples, random missions, encounters. once you've, instead of climbing up a tower, you just flame, ignite the flame and like your banners, so it's similar to Assassin's Creed and Souls games where you've got like your hunting area. But the difference is once all these are scattered around everywhere there. And like Souls where you're like, oh, I've got to go up back about 2,000 miles away, you won't, you can jump between stuff, you can fast travel. So I think this game's like a filthy casual mashup of Assassin's Creed, Sekiro, Neo, uh, and Far Cry, where you got raiding bases, um, bounties are coming after you. You can go after them. It's just got a mishmash of everything. They've just taken, which I think is good. They've taken like the cool things from each type of genre and the games I just mentioned, and they've spliced it into this, chucked in a fucking blender, and come up with this. So no one thing's is greater than the other. It's a tidy blend. Like I'm not into stats or anything like this shit. I just like looking good, having a good weapon, I know it can kick ass, and that's me sparking that. Once I built my guy what I want, 90% of the time we pretty much stay. Again, with customization, you can have like 10 save slots, so you can do 10 different ways your guy looks. You can have him dressed in certain gear and his swords and weapons. So that's cool. So like on Monday, I could dress up like this, and Tuesday, oh, I'm going to whip on, like, come home. Thursday, I'm going in military. Friday, I'm dressed up as a monk. You know what I mean? It's great like that. You also got these little buffs you can put on your sword to make your sword more powerful, like a flame or electric or poison tip your blade. You've also got antidotes then for those set things, so if an enemy's attacking you with them, it hurts you and stuns them, you can apply one of these ointments and heal yourself from it. They did have a 3-slot system when a recent update came along, and they got rid of it. I'm assuming because it was too OP, which it was, because I was like filling my one slot up with all these, and then I'd fill my other slot up with all these, and it's always like a counter thing. But I think they've realised that was a too OP, so they dropped it down to 2 again. So that's that. So Rise of the Ronin, I highly recommend it. I picked it up, it was in a sale. I'm a big believer you shouldn't be paying the 80 odd pound. There's no games worth 80 odd pound, you know what I mean? Games back in the 90s, man, were about 30 quid. You know what I mean? It stayed that way for right up until 2020, I think, and then they started shooting up and all this crap, and it's bullshit because monetization comes in and they make you pay more money, they're cutting the game up and all this dog shit, but that's a whole different tangent about talking about the state of games at the moment. Plus, they want you to pay 90 to £100 for a game, and then when you load the bloody thing up, it usually needs a day one patch or it's broke. So then you gotta wait like a week, anything from a week to a month, or even 6 months down the line, or even a year sometimes. Talking to you, No Man's Sky, where they finally make the game running as it should be. You know what I mean? So then they want 100 quid. Yeah, get fucked. 50 quid's my cut off, but again, I had this in the sale. I think I paid £42 for it, and it's worth every penny, man. There's so much content, keep you busy. As well as the main game, you can go horse racing, you can have shooting contests, you can jump in your glider and time events, get through the loops in the quickest time, ride your horse at the quickest time, shooting gallery, try and shoot all the targets as quick as you can, bow and arrow, shooting them as well. You've also got a dojo, which is class for to perfecting your skill with whatever weapon you're using and learning how to use it better. So you can re-fight different enemies that you've beaten, because you meet these high-ranking enemies throughout the world. And if you defeat them, you'll take their skill and their weapon, and go back to the dojo and then fight that set person that you killed to get better skill and swords on whatever weapons you're using. So it's got so much content. Like all these types of games, if you get repaired, it's the same loop. Go to a base, kill some people, get the sword, move the story along. You know what I mean? MV sequence, nice story. You know what I mean? So I can see how some people get repetitive, but there's enough for everything. It's one of those games you can just crack on for a couple of hours, you know what I mean? Have a laugh, kill a few people, raid a base, do one or two missions, and once you start feeling the repetitiveness of the game, knock it off, man. That's what I say. Come back to when you want to kill more people, but the combat when you're fighting, and it's never the same. Different depending on different enemies you're fighting, it keeps you fresh. So if anything, I get bored when I'm just wandering around because the world is pretty dead. You got one or two NPCs walking around, but it's nothing super engaging. Look at this by enough. This would have been more immersive if there's people around in the street, more. Somebody watching a basket play, somebody walking a baby over there, somebody chopping up fish play, you know what I mean? None of that. It's just people walking up and down the street. So, from an immersion standpoint, the game is not the best. It's serviceable. You can attack them if you're in certain areas. If I bump into this person, if I attack them, he might attack me back. So there's that. So if you get bored and want to start a fight, you can just slash them and they'll start fighting it. That's when the game gets a little bit stiff for me when I'm just wandering around. But I tend to do games like this as I set myself a goal. I'm like, alright, here's a map here, I'm going to open all them up tonight, and then call it a day. Then I'm going to open a temple, call it a day, I'm going to fight that boss up there, I'm going to fight them. Public order, that's what they call it. So areas have been taken over by gangs, similar to Far Cry. You outdo the outpost, you clear the gang up, then that part opens up with like secret things like chests, things, and cats that you pet. Little things will pop up in that area that you can go collect. So you restored the order then, so they got rid of the bandits, so the people come back in that area then, and they're all like, bowing to you as you walk past. So that's cool. Nice little immersion things, when you're in a temple in China, when you go into buildings, they take off their shoes. It's a nice little touch. Didn't have to do that, they did. You can tell the people who made this game, into Japanese culture. Right? Going near Assassin's Creed Shadows, where I'm going to click how things work, where the temples have certain gates and things like that, and certain fruits picked at certain places now, which they've got is historically wrong. That's what purists, goes over my head. But yeah, and you got little missions, take photos of areas. It's very again, pinching off Ubisoft, taking pictures of places, like on Grand Theft, going to certain areas, places of interest to get skill points, get these cats that you pet, give you XP, collecting treasure chests, which have unique weapons, all stuff. These are my favourite, going after people, because these people have got, once you beat them, and you take their fighting style and their weapon, you can go learn that and get better. So, Rise of the Ronin, I highly recommend it. It's a buy. I'm not one of those, I always wait for a sale guy, I am, you know what I mean? Games always go down, give them a month or two, you know what I mean? If you were busting to play on it, like, you won't be disappointed. You got, for 40, if you pick it up for 40 quid, you're getting your money's worth, man. There's so much content. You can turn this game up to well over 100 hours, completing everything. Maybe a bit more if you're trying to platinum it. The campaign ain't super long, you can get that done, but it's all the other stuff you want to do. You can take it up to the 100-hour mark. So you're getting value for money. Definitely getting value for money. Nothing's cut off. Again, talking to you, Ubisoft, through monetization, there's none of that shit. You have to go to a bloody store, buy a sword, none of that crap. That's a big win for me. So yeah, Rise of the Ronin. I highly recommend it. It's a good bit of fun. It's a switch off break once you learn the combat system for you filthy casuals out there. It becomes a blast. At first, if you know the combat system and you're not that good at it, it's going to be a bit, and it might push you to say, fuck this game, I'm going to turn it off. But all I can say, urge you there is just go to the dojo, learn the system. Once that switch in your brain goes off and how to do it, there's people on YouTube with skills to do it. Find them on YouTube who explain it a lot better than I can. And once that light switch goes off in your head or how to use the combat system, and the game just becomes way more fun. And you're like, oh, rather than being a slog, it's just a pleasure to play on. So, yeah, guys that love gaming, you highly recommend this game. If you were on the fence because you were thinking it was going to be Soulsy, no. If you're an Assassin's Creed fan, it's a game for you. Get the best of both worlds, and none of the shit that people hate in Souls games is in here, and none of the shit that people hate in Assassin's Creed games is in here. So they've taken the best mechanics from each game, each of those games, slapped it in here, and check a bit of everything. Looter, RPG, open world, great combat, stealth. You can go into a mission, stealth kill everybody. They put the flashy fighting in you to keep your attention building. They put the flashy kills in you, lopping people's heads and legs off. You know what I mean? So for all the gold fans out there, for the old bit of the old ultra violence, this game has got this cool animations, everything from chopping heads off to pulling a magnum out and shooting somebody in the face. It's all in it, guys. So satisfy the old ultra violence plug-in in. It's got that. Yeah. I'm over here. We're going to open that up and I think we'll call it a day. Keep bumping everybody on the way to this wrapping up. There's your idle up. Breath for a while again. Just everything is smooth and fast, man. See, 60 FPS and swift, crisp. Get on horse. So you can run or get on your horse or you jump off the cliff and glide. Or you gallop on it. Jump everything. You can also, like Assassin's Creed, put this on autopilot, so you can, just want to go travel a bit, and you want to go to the toilet or something, or you put the kettle on, you just put it on auto drive, and the horse will get you there. It does do a bit clunky. You have to go into a system and put it on autopilot, where I don't know why you just didn't holding the L1 or something, and maybe you could just do it that way, but it's there. Like if this game doesn't explain itself, I'd say pretty good, but there's some little things that I didn't know about that I picked up from people on YouTube when they were explaining things to me. Like, oh, why don't they fucking tell you that at the start? It's a fucking mystery to me. That's how some games are. So you got that skill point, doing it, and opens up the air. So that's such a fast travel point. These are my dudes that I met and they befriended, and they also come into the battle and help him. Which is, if you don't use them, you've got somebody online who's got a game, they can come in instead of them. You can play it in co-op. Again, you can change it to English or Japanese. I prefer it in Japanese because they sound so stupid. They all Japanese and they look stupid when they talk in English. And the English voices are shocking.
皆で合流し、あわよくばオールコックメの首を取ろう。焼き討ちの手はずは分かったか。
Yeah, right, right.
なかなか飲み込みがよし。我々も。俺たちは誰にも止められん。ああ、期待には大いに応えよう。殺さねえでくれ。
Go. Good start. Drop your head off. There we go, let's go. Come on. Whoa. Oh, stop. I didn't think this would. Oh! No, I didn't plan that out. Guys on Gatling guns. Let's take it easy. You saw what those dudes there out for me. Yeah. Get those Gatling gun guys. Oops. Stand up. the keys. Drop your arm and leg off, you son of a bitch. Okay. Who's left? Oh, release the fury, bitch. Something's still alive. Okay. Oh, they all belong to the wrong guy. Come on. It's so much style off it. Oh, we're all ready for a job. Okay, yeah, fuck that. Oh, good enough. Oh, fall back, fall back. Yes. 'Don't know what's going on. Jesus Christ, I don't know what's going on there. Just doing it. $50 million. Come on, block, but you shot me. You bitch. Jesus! He's an ass kicker. Jesus. Why didn't you stop her? Makes sense. Oh. Oh, Get on! Ooh. This pole now. So. That's my blade twin.
しんつけがうまくて何よりだ。
お前何を企んでいる。
これでイギリスを煽る手間が省ける。許さない。あいつらも同じ目に遭わせてやる。
Pissed off the British because they fucking bombed the fucking village, but you know the score.
Yeah. ケンジ、これはなんぼなんでも。これは上位ののろしだ。始まりの合図に過ぎない。この国の民、目覚めよ、目覚めよ。これじゃいいの赤鬼と変わらんぜよ。松陰先生。
Pretty good. Yeah, I think that's going to call it today, you know. Like a little wrap there. The game can get a little bit crazy when you got three of you running around, because you fight in the ring and act as shit, and then they'll die and they'll jump to another guy who's fighting somebody else. That can be a bit jarring. But you got to adapt quick. I think that'll do for today, kids. If anyone is watching, thanks for watching. If you're on the fence about getting the game, don't be. It's a good fucking game. Don't get it full. Don't get it at 70 quid though. Wait for the price go up like I did. Get it at half price.
Oi!
You'll see it's better, trust me. Anyway, I'm off. Thank you very much for watching. After the love of gaming, filthy casual. See you again.